Welcome friends, welcome to the Selenium and JUnit training. Welcome to all of the participants on behalf of siliconsoftec.com and softwaretestingconcept.com. Here is a small introduction of siliconsoftec.com. Siliconsoftec.com is a software development company. We are into enterprise software development. We provide training and consultancy to our clients. So friends, we are here for mastering Selenium. Here is the first question: why we choose Selenium as automation tool? So we have lot of benefits. We are going to see what all benefits we have, and then we compare how why we should go for Selenium automation. First, it is open source. So once we say open source, so there is no cost involved, there is no licensing fee for using of the tool. So it means any company, any organization or any individual can use it free of cost. Second thing, this has good user interface. So anyone can easily go and implement Selenium and record and play and do automation testing with the help of Selenium. Right? So third option, third benefits we have, this has multiple browser support. So there is a limitations with IDE. IDE only works with Firefox browser, but when we learn Selenium remote control or web driver, then we will see it supports majorly all main browsers, be it like IE, Mozilla, Firefox, Chrome, Safari. So we can implement it on any major browsers. And the benefit it has is it supports multiple language. So if any organization has resources on Java, any organization has resources on C, any organization has resources on .NET, so they can go and they can implement Selenium on their own language. It's not like QTP or any other tool that is that runs on a very specific language. It supports multi-language, like it can be implemented in Java, it can be implemented in C, it can be implemented in Ruby Rail, it can be implemented in Python, all those, right? And other benefit we have, it is in demand. So these are the benefits we have over Selenium, so that it has good demand in the market, and lot many companies are going to implement Selenium in their organizations, and they are automating the applications with the help of Selenium. So there is lot of demand nowadays on the Selenium, because it is open source, there is no cost involved in that. If you go to QTP, it has use spend, so we have to spend lot of money to buying the licenses, then maintaining it. But here in Selenium, it's open source, so we don't have any cost involved in this. So it's about Selenium introduction. So we will see what all training content we are going to learn in this complete training period. So we'll start with the Selenium IDE. So from starting some of the classes, we will master in the Selenium IDE, then we'll move to Eclipse, then we will implement JUnit, And Selenium remote control, we will work with the Ant Apache. We will learn basic of core Java. So friends, here we are not going to learn complete Java. We will learn core Java, and we will learn the part which is required for automating any of the application using Java. We will learn JUnit using Selenium remote control. Then we will learn Selenium data driven framework with the help of core Java. We will we will use data driven framework and Java. Then we will implement data driven framework. We will do data driven framework with the keyword driven framework. Then we will go for Selenium WebDriver overview. Then we will implement keyword driven framework using WebDriver. Then we will implement hybrid framework using WebDriver. Then we will learn how to work with Ajax applications, dynamic pages, Windows alert pop-ups. Like there are many applications which has Ajax implemented in their web pages. So like nowadays there are so many dynamic pages in the applications, like they are changing very dynamically. So we will learn how to work with dynamic applications and Ajax applications. Then there are lot of times we get pop-up window or like alert window, all those. So we will see how to handle those. Then we will learn Selenium Grid. We'll see testing overview. Then and build. We will learn how to use Selenium for database testing. Then we will do some interview preparation and resume writing. We will see how to work with SVN and Maven using Selenium. Like how we can implement SVN and Maven in respect to Selenium, so that all the script, all the codes which is there, we can save it, and we can make a number of versions of that. It's to keep on changing depending on the updates which you perform, right? So friends, now we are going to start with the Selenium IDE, and I have already installed Selenium IDE. So I'll just open my Firefox browser, and if you have installed Selenium IDE, then you can go to tools and you can see Selenium IDE option is here, and you click on this, then it will open Selenium IDE, and we can see that. If you have any question regarding installation of Selenium IDE, then there is one video which is already published on YouTube. You can go to YouTube and you can type youtube.com Selenium video. Then you will see there are multiple videos has been published already, and there's one video which says how to install Selenium IDE, and it has given complete reference, so you can see that, and you can install, you can follow the instruction and you can install the Selenium IDE with you, right? So friends, we have opened Selenium IDE, and you can see here is a red button which is already on. So once you open Selenium IDE, you can see it's in recording mode. So whatever action you will perform on any application on the browser, that will record each and every steps that you are performing. So if you want to stop the recording, you can just click on this button, and you can see it's in normal position, and now it's not recording anything. Again, you want to record anything or you want to start the recording, you just click on this, and you can see it's grayed out, and here is it's a deep highlighted, so you can see it's in recording mode, right? So I'll stop the recording, and I'll show you some of the features of the Selenium IDE which will be helpful for us in our next session or next step which you're going to perform on the application. So once you go to file, you can see it's a new test case. If you want to start new test case, you click on new test case, it will open one more new test case, and the whatever action you will perform, that will perform on the new test case. If you have any already saved test case, you can click on open and you can browse the particular location where that script is stored. Then you can point it out and you can open that particular script. Save test case. So in open test case, whatever recording you have done or whatever changes you have done, you can just click on save test case option, and that will save our test case. Save test case as. So with the help of this option, you can save your test case with a different format. Like I want to save it test.doc or test.doc.txt. I can save the test case with a different format with the help of save test case as. Export test case as. So here we have option of exporting test case as different language format, like we can export it in a Ruby Rail with the WebDriver. We can export in a Ruby Rail WebDriver JUnit. We can export it a Ruby Rail remote control, all those, right? We can export in a Python, we can export in Java JUnit WebDriver, Java JUnit remote control, Java test ng remote control, C# remote control or WebDriver, right? So you can export it using different language. So once you click on recent test cases, you can see list of the test cases which you recently visited. It will show you the list of recently visited test cases. If you want to open any of the test case, you just click on the particular test case and it will open that test case for you. So you can see this is open from the recent test cases. So here we have option for add test case. Add test case option is useful when we are creating a new test suite, right? So friends, a test suite is a combination of different test cases. So if you want to create one test suite, in that you want to add multiple test cases which is in a sequence, like one test case is for login, one test case is for shopping, again second test case is for adding to shopping cart, and the fourth web page is like payment, then fifth is for logout, all those. So you can create a new test suite. It will then again you will have to add test cases in this, right? So you can add different test cases in new test suite, right? And you can run. So in a test suite, it will run one by one. So according to that, you can specify like sequencing first, second, third, and fourth. So it will pick up from one and it will run all the test cases. If you have already saved any test suite, you can open with the help of open test suite. If you want to save the test suite, you can save the test suite. You want to save the test suite as any other language like doc or text file, that also you can do with the help of save text suite as. If you want to export complete test suite which has number of test cases in different language, then you can use this option, export test suite as. Ruby, Rail, Java, C#, all those options. Python is not here. So you can use this option to export the complete test suite. If you have already opened or visited any test suite, you can see the list in the recent test suite. I have not visited any recent test suite, so it is not showing me any list. If you want to export test case result, you can click on this option, and you can save, you can specify the location, and you can save the test test case result. If you want to export test suite result, you can just click on this and you can export the test suite results. So friends, here you might be seeing, you see this base URL. So what is the base URL, right? We will come to know what is the base URL. And here we have option for fast and slow run. So if you want to run your test case very fast, you can make it fast with the scroll bar here. If you want to move it not fast, not slow, and some mid of some, then you can make changes according to that here. You want to make slow run, you want to see what all action is getting performed on the application, then you can make it slow run, and you can see what action Selenium is performing on the application, and what all steps, currently what steps it is performing. So all you can see that. So this button, we have to play the entire test suite. Once you open the test suite and you click on this, so it will run complete test suite, which all test cases you have in a test suite. With the help of this button, you can start running from 1 to last of the test cases. If you want to run a single test case, like I have one test case only, or I have a test suite open and I want to run a single test case, I can select particular test case and I can start this button, so it will run particular test case which is selected, or which is open in the this test case panel. So in the test case panel, you can see this is the name of the test case. So till we have not given, or we have not saved this, so it is coming untitled. If you want to change this, we can go to properties and we can change the name here, right? If you want to make it like test case 1, you can change the title test case 1. So you create once you create new test case, it will take the second untitled, right? So this is saved as test case 1. It's not completely saved, we just given the name. We click on save, then it will save, right? So here we have two formats, one is tabular format, one is source format, right? So by default we see it in HTML format. Currently it is not displaying anything because we have not recorded any test case or any sample test case. So once you click on this is the default table format, it will show you command, target and values. So all we will discuss here. Once you click on source, you can see this is HTML source which is displayed here, and you can use this for exporting into different languages or all those. This is runs. Once you complete your run, you can see run option is 0, failure is 0. So what all the script you are running, you can see the status here. We have log option. So what all action will be performed while replaying, it will generate a log. So you can see these are steps has been failed, or these steps have been passed, or this has been done, this has given some information, some message, or all those in the log section. This is the reference section. We'll come to know what is this reference section. We will see what is UI element and rollup. So friends, we are starting a small recording, and we will see how Selenium is recording the things, how Selenium is learning the objects and elements, and how it is replaying back. So for that, I'm going to close my Selenium IDE first. I'll not save it. I'll open the google.com. So we will perform simple recording on google.com. So let me open the IDE first. I'll just go to tools and open my Selenium IDE. I'll make it smaller so that we all can see what all action is being performed and what all things is done, right? So I have opened Google on a half of my window and Selenium in half of my window. You can see this red icon is running and recording is on. Once you put cursor on this, you can see now recording. Click to stop recording, right? So we want to record, so we will keep it in recording mode. We'll go to Google text box and we will type. What we will type? We will type right self training at siliconsofttek.com. So once we type silicon training at siliconsofttek.com, right? You can see it has performed open. What open? It has given target. Target is forward slash. What command it has performed? Open. Open is command, right? It has open. What open? It has open forward slash. So forward slash means it is referring to the base URL. What is base URL? Base URL is the URL which where we started from, right? So we started from google.co.in and we performed action, we performed search on that, right? For performing search, what we did, we just open google.com. So this is the base URL and it is referring as open and forward slash. So target is forward slash. Forward slash is base URL. So it has performed action command. What is command? It has open. What open? Target is google.co.in. Then again it is performed the command type. What if it was? It was typing. What it was typing? It was typing training at the rate software testing concept.com, right? So you can see here it has performed open first, then it has clicked on this, then it has typed. What it has done, it has typed on this. This is the target. This is the target element where it has performed the type action, right? And it is identifying that particular text box with the help of ID, right? So in the next session we will come to learn how to record or how it identifies any element on the web page, right? It identifies with the help of name, with the help of CSS, with the help of DOM, with the help of div, with the help of XPath. All those we will learn in the next session. So first we will see what is the base URL, right? So in a base URL it has referred as a forward slash. So suppose I wanted to make one more command here and I'll try to open the next domain, next URL with the same domain, right? So what could be it? It can be with the forward slash. So forward slash means base URL. So base URL is google.co.in. So after the base URL, we have to perform any domain, any additional domain which is referring to the base URL. So I perform maps, right? Then what I'll do, I'll just go to click on open and I'll perform one more domain, right? I am judge, right? So it will refer, it refers open. Open is a command, right? It tries to open forward slash, right? google.co.in, then maps. Then in the next command, next steps it will do, it will open forward slash like google.co.in, then forward slash images, right? So we will run this and we will see how this is performing and what is the base URL and what is the additional URL and how it is working. So we'll move it little slower so that we can see what all action it is performing on the browser. This is the button. It is saying play current test case. So this is the current test which is open in this area. So we will run this current test case, right? So once we started, it has opened google.com and it is typing Selenium training at the seleniumsoftware.com. Then you can see it's went to google.com images or google.com maps, right? So here you can see light green color, right? Light green color means it has performed, it has performed already, right? It has already performed. That's why it is lighter green. And in the run session you can see run 1, failure, nothing, right? We had no verification, nothing, so it has not failed, or it has not failed for any image or element identification or all those. So you can we can run it again and we can see, you can see it's a light yellow color. So light yellow color displays this is the current step is running, right? This is the current step which is running, right? So again it has run completely and in a log you can see this log has been generated which says it executed open, it is executed click, it is executed type, all those, it is executed maps, right? Images or all those. So the forward slash is the base URL and this is the additional URL which is maps and additional URL which is images. So let me put a breakpoint here, then we can verify whether how it is, what is it is opening when it is going to the additional URL. So let me replay it once again. Before that I'll clear the log so that we can verify complete thing here. So I'll go to replay this with the help of this button. It is open this, it is clicked on, it is typing, right? So now it reaches to the breakpoint and it is stop there or pause there and it is waiting for my action, right? So you can see it's still google.co.in. So if we go to a step down, it will execute this particular command. This is this particular step, and before all the previous steps it has run. You can see it's lighter green, so all these steps have run. So once I click on this step down, it takes me to google.co.in maps, right? So here what we did, we have taken the base URL, then additional domain maps. So it is taking us to maps.google.com. Once we will step down, then it is executing this and this has taken us to google.co.in images, right? So it means like forward slash is referring to the base URL where we started. If you want to change this, if you want to make it like google.com, so we can make it google.com, right? Let me make it google.com. Now we will replay it. So once we replay, it will take it will open google.com because it is referring the base URL google.com. It is still executing this step. You can see this is lighter yellow, lighter yellow. Right? So it is taking much time. I don't know why it is taking much time. No. Okay, let me replay it. I hope it is doing something, but I'm not very sure what it is doing. Okay, now it is running. So it is again not open the google.com. Let me save this test case google.com. Right. Now we will rerunning. It should open google.com. I don't know why it is opening google.co.in. So just let me replay it once again. Okay, because of India it is taking, I hope, google.co.in. Because you see here in the maps it is taking, once we step down it is taking maps.google.com. It is not taking co.in because it is referring google.com. And that is default page which is opening as google.co.in. Right? Once we will step down, it will open google.com images. So it has opened, and we can see the log. It is executing open. So it is start from this open. Then it's a click on this particular ID. This is text box. This is referring to. It is typing this into the text box. It's doing this, doing this, doing this, right? So this is command, like what all action it is performing in this table. This is the target, like where it is performing that particular action. It is performing open action on this particular URL. It is opening this particular URL. It is performing this click action on this particular element. This is typing this particular value in this particular target. So these are command. This is target. This is value. This is typing this particular value, training at siliconsoftware.com. When the target is ID this. So ID is referring to this particular text box. So in our next session we will learn how to find or how to verify or how to learn the object, so that our life will be more easy. We will write these steps by our own, and we will run the test. So here we have very good feature. Selenium is a reference, right? Once you click on, once you select any of the command which we performed on the google.com, once we put the cursor on open, so you can see this reference part is giving the reference of that particular method which we selected, right? It is saying open, and it is passing URL, right? So whatever thing is in the curly bracket, sorry, yes, in bracket, this is a variable, right? So this is open is a method, and it requires a URL variable. So what it says, argument, what it says, URL is the URL to open, may be relative or absolute, right? So it is asking, it requires a URL to open the particular page, right? So in open command is requires the URL. If you select the click, right? So this click method, this requires a locator. What is the locator? Locator is an element locator, right? We see we perform click action on this text box, right? And that text box is referring to ID equal to QBAFA, right? Sorry, GBQFQ. So this is the locator. So this particular click command is performing the action on this particular target. So what is the target? An element locator. So ID equal to element locator of that particular text box where we perform the action. And click does not require any value, so value field is blank. So once we move to type, so what action we perform? We perform the type action. Where we perform ID equal to GBQFQ, right? So this is the element which has ID equal to GBQFQ because we perform action on this particular text box. And what we type this value to the particular text box. So if we see the reference, it requires, this is a type command, it requires a locator and value, right? So if you are typing anything, we require a particular element locator where it has to type and the particular value, what value we want to type to the particular locator element. It can be a text box, it can be like checkbox, it can be it can be drop down, right? So once we click on second type command which we performed on the google.com, so it gives me the same reference. It is asking for the type, then locator, then value, right? And the argument you can see is locator. This is an element locator, and value, the value of type, right? So this is the value. This is the value we type into this element locator, and this is command, right? So we will now we will run we will create a test case, and we will use a sample application where we will run step by step action on that. Then we will see how the things are working for us. So friends, now we will learn in a very sequence manner. We will open a sample application, and we will like note down what all steps we want to perform on the particular sample application. Then we will run it, and we will see how it is recognizing the particular object and how it is running, what all options we can use, all those. So first let me check why it is not opening google.com. We go to google.com. See, it's again opening google.co.in because it is accepting the particular location where I am available now. So I will first close this Selenium IDE. I'll start my browser and I'll open my sample application. This is mlclc.com. I'll give a small introduction of this mlclc.com. This is a application where we can calculate our mortgage property payment schedule, like in a monthly how much I have to pay, on complete payment would be, what all interest rates or all those we have to provide to the application. And in the second tab we can see like what would be the loan amount I have to pay in a monthly premium, yearly premium, all those. So in a mortgage, if you want to mortgage any of the property, we have to specify purchase price of the particular property, down payment, what how much down payment we are going to pay, how much the mortgage term we are looking for, what is the interest rate, what is the property tax we are paying, what is the property insurance we are paying, and what is the zip location we are, and from which date or which month or which year we want to start our first premium, right? So according to that, it will calculate a monthly premium for us. Even we have option to show it for monthly, for quarterly, or all those, right? We can do that. If you want to get a loan for a property, we have to see what is loan amount, what is the loan term, what is the interest rate, and when you want to start the loan, first payment, then it will calculate your monthly payment would be. So to do the manual testing on this application, I'll just start on my Excel and see here we have application mlclc.com. What we have to see, we have to check, we have to see the functionality, we have to check the functionality of that particular application. What browser you are using? We are using Firefox browser. And in a manual testing steps, what we have to do, we are opening a Firefox browser, we are going to the application URL, we are entering value into the application, then we are click on calculate button, we have to capture the result, monthly payment, then we can compare the result or we can close the browser, right? So if you want to, if you have to perform these steps manually on the application, then you require some information, like sometime some for some steps, some specific step you require some information, like open browser. Yes, you can open the browser, go to the URL. Yeah, you can see which URL you are working on, like what is the application URL. Okay, you know the URL, but entering values into the application, you might require this information, like what value we need to enter in which field or which part, right? For principal, how much value I have to give. For loan term, how much value I have to give. For down payment, how much value I have to give, right? So you need specific information to do manual testing on the application. If you want to click on calculate button, yes, you know this is the calculate button, and here you have to click. If you go to the capture the result, right? So you might have questioned which result I have to capture, where it is, or all those. Compare the result. Then you might ask, like, from which result I have to compare the result. If you go to the close browser, yes, I can go and close the browser. So this is the step which we have to perform on the application, and on some of the steps we require some of the input or some of the information, right? So just let me open that. uh, Again, hide this, right? So if you want to automate this particular application with the help of any tool, any automation tool, then it may require more information compared than manual tester, right? Manual tester has some his own sense, his own knowledge, his own experience, but as an automation tool, it has nothing. For the tool, we have to instruct, like Selenium, go to this URL, open the browser. You can go to this particular location and open the browser. You can enter this value at this location. You have click button at this particular location, click on that. You have to capture this particular value at this location, right? All those. So suppose open Firefox browser. So automation tool can ask how, where, how to open, where to open. If it asks, you ask tool to go to the application URL, then automation tool can ask how which URL, right? Enter values into the application, then it might ask what value, where should we enter. If you say click on calculate button, then automation tool don't know like where is the calculate button. So it has to be very specific, like this particular location, this particular button, this particular button locator you have to click or you have to perform action. Capture the result where it is located. It might ask compare the result or all those, right? Close the browser might be easy, like it's had to just go and close the browser, but it requires more of the information. So for these manual steps, we have created this in a very step-by-step manner, and we will see how we are working with the Selenium to automate this. So we'll go to mod case tab, and we will open our Selenium, go to the Firefox tool and click on Selenium IDE. So Selenium IDE is open in half of the window and the application is open in the half of the window. So again, you can see it's in recording mode. It's still recording. So I'll just go and click on purchase price, and I'll say the purchase price is $15,000. So you can see I'm still in a purchase price, and here you can see there's nothing has been recorded, and the base URL it is taking from the last URL which we provided, google.com, right? And in a command target value it has nothing. As soon as I click on the down payment, you can see it has recorded open. What open? / is a base URL. What is the base URL? www.mlclc.com. And what action it has performed? It has performed type action. Where it has performed? Name equal to MA, right? It has performed first step we did. We entered 15,000 value in a purchase price here, right? So the same thing it is doing. It has typed this particular $15,000 value, and the target is name equal to MA, right? So again we'll go to the down payment and we'll perform like I'm paying 10% of the down payment. I can pay that. In a mortgage term, I'll not go so long, so I'll take 25,000. So you can see as soon as we are moving into the next step, it is performing the action. So the last step we did wrong. We clicked on this particular value, so it has recorded the step on the top of that. So I'll just go and drag it to the top so that we have all the sequence. Even though if we don't have the sequence, then before calculating it can perform the type action on this, and after that it will click. So it's not matters, but as a sequence it matters. So in the property tax value I can provide 1000, right? Again our cursor is there, so it will type the particular value at that particular location. Again I have to just drag it to the down of this, right? Now our cursor is on the right position. Then what is this? When we are going to start, we're going to start in April, and we'll just click on calculate button. Okay. Just click on calculate button. So it has taken us in a different page where it says total monthly payment until September this, total monthly payment after September this, and this has total of 300 payments, and payoff date is March 2038. So we'll stop the recording and we will analyze this particular result or particular steps which has been performed. So you can see friends, it has opened the particular base URL which is mlclc.com. Then it has typed 15,000 value, and where it has typed target is name equal to MA, right? And in the next, it has type 25 value. 25 is a mortgage term, like name equal to empty, empty equal to mortgage term. So this is the target where it has performed, it has type 25 value. So this is the next step. So we can drag it to move it to the second step, right? In the second step, you can see this has performed down payment 10%. What it has done, it has typed values 10% on this particular ID. What is the ID? What is the target? Target is name equal to DP, right? So unless or until target is defined or target is right, tool is not going to perform the action on the particular on the right text box. So target is very much required to achieve the 100% with the automation tool. If it is not finding the target very easily or like very right target, it will not perform the action on this. Suppose we are we are typing 2500 25 in a down payment and 10 in a mortgage term, then all the calculation will be wrong. So whatever instructions we are giving to the Selenium or any automation tool, that has to be very specific and that has to be very right. So next it has type 1000 value and target equal to name equal to PT, right? So 1000 we performed here and target name equal to PT, right? Is a property tag. So this text box name is PT, name equal to PT, you can see. And the next action is perform selected label equal to April, name equal to SM, right? So this drop down where it has performed label equal to April, it has selected the name is SM. So this particular drop down has the name SM. Then again it has clicked on this particular target. What is this target? Input value equal to nothing, right? So this is the identifier for this calculate button. And here team, one thing, there is two option for click and wait, right? Once we click, once like we have to perform the next action very soon, then we require click. We can see it's here. So click, right? So if we want, if we are not waiting for any state change or any page load or any object label or something, then we can go for click, so that it will just click on this particular target, then it will perform the next action which is below that. But we use click and wait because once we click on calculate button, it will load the second page which will show us this payment values, monthly payment or payment total payment and payoff date or all those. So unless or until it takes some time to load. So once we click on that, then we have, that's why we have used click and wait, so that we'll just click on this particular button and we'll wait for some time. Till that time it will completely load. And if you go to options here, in options you have a default timed out, right? So default timed out is 3000 millisecond, and here is the option, you can change it and you can save it, right? So this is the particular timed out time. If it is not finding any element till that particular till that time, then it will fail. So We have recorded this, then we can go to log, and log is clear, right? And we will move it slow run, then we will run it and we will analyze this is performing the action on the particular application. So we'll click on this and you can see this is light yellow color, this turn to green, and this is moving forward, and you can see this is selected April, all is gone change, right? This is so fast so we are not able to see completely, so just let me play it again. Before playing that again, you can see in a log it's started from top of that. It's saying executing open this, then again executing type name equal to ma, typing this value. So it the log is giving each and every information, right? This is performing this action on this particular target with this particular value, or all those you can see here. Then again it has selected name equal to sm, label equal to April, right? And this has performed click and wait action on this particular target button. So friend, this is done, and again we can replay it and we can see what all action it is performing on the application. So we'll just play this and you can see it is loading the page, it is putting this value, it is putting this value, then mortgage term, then it has selected, it has clicked on calculate button and it has loaded the value, right? It is running really so fast. Here you can say run one, failure is nothing, right? It has failed nothing. So once you click on open button, you can see here we have option for command, open, target and values, right? So if you want to change this particular value from 15,000 to 12,000, you can make changes from here, right? So whatever changes will make, just it will get just reflected on the particular target area, like we have name 10, so all those values are coming here, right? So once we click on type name equal to ma, this is the first option, purchase price, where we are providing 1200 value. So here is a find button. If you want to see where this particular action is being performed, or the target is right or wrong, right? We are providing 1200 values to the right target or not. So you can select this particular step and just click on find button. As soon as you click on find button, you can see this particular head area. Look at this particular text box. It will get highlighted in yellow for very small fraction of second, right? So it shows us like we have selected the right value, we have chosen the right target, we are providing the right value to the right target. Then you can move to the next and again you can check that. So this will be very helpful when we are not going to record, we are just going to create our own test script, and we will write all the targets. Then we will click on find button and we will see whether we have given the right target and that particular value will go in the right field or not. We can verify that. Once you click on click and wait, you see it's a highlighting that particular calculate button very lightly, so you can check that, right? Even in a reference you can see for click and wait, it is asking for the locator, right? Locator variable it is taking, and it says generated from click locator, right? So click and wait, like both are more or same, only difference it's wait for page to load, or it's wait for some default seconds. In argument, it's asked for locator and element locator, right? So now we will move forward, and we will rerun it again to see everything is working fine till now. So we have not done any verification on this particular test script. We have just recorded a small script, and we are running it. So we have to just check this particular value where this is capturing this value or not, if you want to verify that. So for that we have to just put the cursor at the last of this test script or test step, and we'll start the recording. I'll go and select this particular value and right click on this, and I can say store text, right? So once you go and once you say store text, so it will ask a variable name where it will store this particular value which we are going to store. So I'll say payment, right? So you can see one more step has been added with the name of store text, and the target is css equal to td.bake. This is the target where it finding this particular text, and the value is payment, right? So now this payment value is having this $271.52. So if you want to use this 271.52, you can use the particular variable which stores this information, right? So now when you rerun it, you can see it's a different changes because we have done one verification. We are verifying or not verifying. We are storing one value here, right? So it has run completely, and you can see here it has stored the particular value. And if we want to use this particular value, what it has stored, then we can use echo command, and we can see target would be two curly brackets, then one dollar sign, then variable name, right? So this is the format. If you want to see the value of a variable, you can put it into the curly brackets and prefix with a dollar sign. Once you rerun it, I'm just clearing the log so that we can see fresh log because it's a very hot watch now. So it is there on the click and wait now. It is still on this yellow color. It is performing the next action, right? So you can see it's executing echo payment, and in a payment it is giving the same result which we provide as a payment. I don't know what's wrong with this, but it should give us the particular value which it stores in the particular payment box. It's a dollar payment curly brackets, right? So you can see in echo it has message argument message to print, right? I'm changing this value, right? Payment. So friends, we will again say this. In a target we will provide one more values, right? Payment value, like monthly payment value, monthly payment value equal to this, right? And we will replay it again. Log is very clear, so you can see this. It is stuck in click and wait. Again we have our value monthly payment equal to, but it is not giving us the value which is stored in the payment variable, because this statement which we have written in the curly bracket dollar payment is not right. We have to bring dollar before our curly bracket, right? So again we have to clear the log and we can replay it. So we can see here it has executed all those and it is running very fast. Now we have our value monthly payment value equal to $271.52, right? We will again make it very little slow so that we can watch it very carefully. So like that we can store any value which is there in the application with the help of store text, right? So we'll move our cursor to last of the step, last step, which is again we have to verify this particular value which is there coming as a monthly payment. We have not done any verification till we are running the test case. All the steps are written, but we are not doing any verification. So just we'll put cursor on this and we'll start the recording with the help of this red button. We'll just click on this and we will go to this particular value and we will click on verify text present. So once you click on this you can see there are a lot of options: verify text present, wait for text present, store text present, right? So I'll give you a small introduction of verify text present and wait for text present. So if you want to verify this particular text present, you can just click on this particular value and if you rerun it, it will verify for the particular value. If that is available, then it will pass the test or it will fail the test. Wait for text present, right? So this is a condition where you can instruct Selenium to wait for this text present, then it can start the next step. Suppose there is one situation where after this text you have the next step enabled or next step available, right? So you can instruct Selenium to wait for this text to present, then after it will perform the next action. So your next action is not going to fail. Store text present, so it will store the presence of this particular text and it will give you true and false result flag so that you can see, you can verify this particular text is present, then you can move to the next step. So I'll go to show all available commands and from here I'll see verify text present, right? verify text present. So I taken verify text present for this particular element, and we are going to stop the recording. We are going to run it. So it's running. So we have made it very slow. So it is running very slow, and we are able to see all this, right? So at the last step, you can see it's a darker green because we've done one verification point here, and this verification point has been passed, right? So that's why it is looking at a darker green, right? So we done one small test automation, and we have captured or verified the particular results. Now we will move forward, and we will again record the loan action. We will just click on recording, and our cursor is the last of this step, and we'll click on loan tab, and we will perform one calculation for loan so that we can verify both of the results. The loan amount I'll provide what loan amount I'm looking for. I'm not looking for more than $10,000. What is the loan term I'm looking for? I can pay it in a 10 year. So friends, you can see what all action we are performing. It is recording like same is recorded in a earlier mortgage options. So it has typed $10,000 with the target name equal to LA. It's a loan amount, right? It has typed value 10. The target is name equal to LT. LT is loan term, right? So we'll put cursor at the last of the step, and first payment date we want to start in May. So I've selected May, and we will click on calculate button so that it will show us the monthly payment and total payment, all those options. So it has calculated and it is showing monthly payment this. So I'll just select this and say verify text present, right? So we have done two recording, one for mortgage calculator and one for loan calculator, and for both the values we have verified, right? So let me stop the recording now. We have done with our test recording. We'll replay it and we'll verify that. So for replaying it, we can click on this replay button. Once you replay it, you can see it's running, and it is entering all those values. It will calculate button on mortgage, then it will verify the particular mortgage value, and here you can see it has verified the value. It is again moved to the loan amount. It is clicked on calculate button. It has verified this particular value, and this is also in a darker green. So we have done two verification and both are into darker green, and you can see it's a total done one, failure is nothing, right? So we will save this test case. Save test case is MLCLC, right? So now we are getting the results in green. What we will do now, we will do some changes in the values we have provided. Then we will verify the text present, and that particular text present should be failed because we are going to change the values and the calculation will be also changed. So I am going to make the changes in the name equal to DP is a down payment, and I am going to make the payment in 15 years, say. So you can see the changes has been reflected here. and I'm going to replay it, right? It is replaying it. It has verified, and you can see it's a red. This particular step is red because this particular step is failed now, and it was not able to verify the particular payment which we have stored. We have stored 271, which was earlier calculation, and after changing in the down payment term, it has something else, right? So, friend, here we are seeing the capability of verify text present command, right? So like that, we have one more command, assert text present, right? Both are for verification, but there is a difference between assert and verify text present that we are going to see here now. So what I'll do, I'll just put a breakpoint here so that we can stop ourselves at this particular location. So for putting the verification, putting the breakpoint, we have keyword B. Once you click on B on the particular step, it will start the start the breakpoint at that particular step. So once we will rerun it and we will reach to this particular step, then we will insert one more command, assert, so that we can see the difference between assert and verify. So we'll replay it, and it is performing the action. Just came to the verification point, and it's waiting for my input. So I'll just right click on this and I'll say insert new command. So it has given me one step, right? I'll start the recording here and I'll say show all available commands, and show all available commands will show us all the commands which is there. And here you can see verify text present and assert text present, right? So I'll put assert text present, right? We have given assert text present here, and we'll stop the recording now. We'll move forward. We'll not do any further changes now. In this run, it is waiting for my input again. So I'll just resume this test. So again running. This where it is now. Oh, we have one step blank, so we have to delete this particular step. Again we need to run it, and I'm removing the breakpoint from here. I remove the breakpoint, right? So I'll rerun this, and you can see it's running now, and it will fail in a verify text present because this is the earlier calculation which we had. Assert text present is having the latest value, and it will pass, right? It moved to the loan tab. It is doing all the calculation there, and it has verified the text, and this is green, right? So friends, you see in last step we ran with the verified text present, and that was pass. with this particular value, right? And then after we did some changes in the down payment box, down payment value, and we got new value, right? So if you want to see the difference between verify and assert, we need to fail this particular step. So how we can fail this? Either we can change this particular value in the result itself, or we can change any value in the input which we are providing to the application. So we'll go to loan term, so mortgage term 25 to, I'll make it 24, right? And I'll replay it. So this calculation which is there in the assert text present will be changed and this will fail, right? So we'll just rerun it, and you can clearly watch the test log. It is running, it is there, click and wait. It is waiting for page to load, and it is doing verify text present. It has done. Now what happened? It has failed at this particular assert text present, and it is giving the false result, right? So what happened? It's stopped the particular execution. It's not started the loan calculation which is there in the next step. So here is the difference in verify text present and assert text present. If verify text present by any chance or by any way, it keeps on running next steps which is there in the particular test script. And if assert text present finds and fails at a particular location, it stops the execution at the same location or same step, right? So if you want to insert, or if you want to instruct Selenium to stop when it is failed and it is not finding that particular thing, or it is not finding the particular element or something, it is not finding that particular title or value or text, then it should not run. Then you can use the assert text present, right? So this is for verify and assert, and now we will see some more tags, and in the next session I'll cover all those tags is there, and try to cover more major commands which is there and which we use frequently in my next video. So we'll start with the new recording. I'll just close this. I'll just save this with the name of mlclc.com, right? Yes, mlclc1, right? It is saved now, and I'll close this browser. So one more thing I wanted to show you. So I'll go to policybazaar.com. Open policybazaar.com, and I'll do a small recording on this. First I'll just minimize or do a small half of the window and open our Selenium IDE. So you can see it's in a recording mode, and I'll go and I'll click on car insurance, right? So once you click on car insurance, it will give you all the options. So you can perform options. You can type policy terms new, car make, I can select my Audi, and I can select car model A4, right? And when I'm planning to buy in the next 45 days, yes. I'll provide my name. No, I'll not provide my name. I'll just write test test@test.com. City of residence. I'll provide my city. Mobile number. I can provide any of number. And date of birth. Date of birth I'm providing is a not correct date of birth, right? Annual income 10 plus, right? So this is a small recording we did, and you see once we are going to replay it, what is happening with this application. So once you replay this, we can see it is giving error in a log option with label A4 not found, right? So this step it is not able to execute. So we can see what is this step. This is step select after OD. So once we go to OD, it is not really able to find that. But why it is not able to find that? Just let me put the breakpoint here, and we will rerun it, and we will make down some slow so that we can watch it, right? I'll just stop again because it's not run properly. So I'll slow down and I'll rerun again so that we can see what is happening in the application. Last time we were not able to see that. So we'll just rerun it and we'll watch completely. So it went to new OD and here. So you can see like once we click on any of this options, and it is taking some time to refresh this next drop down. You can see here, right? So because of this, the application, this Selenium is running very fast, and application is not able to respond on the same time, so that it is not able to find this particular label or this particular uh, label in the particular drop downs. That's why it is failing. So what we can do here, we can just cross and make one more command space, just start the recording. We can go to this drop down. I'll just go and select, oh sorry, this was for OD, right? So first we'll select OD, then we will start recording. We'll go to select model. I'll just select the A4, which is our option, right? And I'll make it so in a select model. I'll just make it right click and I'll say verify element present, right? Or wait for element present. So till the element present it will wait, and it will not jump to the next step. So till the time my next drop down will load, then it will move to the next step, so it will not fail. Now I am replaying it and I removed my breakpoint. I'm just replaying it from top. See now it is failing or not. So see, it's a select not RD, then again it's a refresh and it's a selected A4, and it's going very smoothly. So these kind of things, this kind of options where to use and where to see where it is failing, why it is failing, and according to that way to use our facilities which has been given in the application or in the automation tool. We have to utilize all those and we have to automate it properly. So guys, thanks for joining, and in the next video I'll be starting with identification of the elements. We will learn with the name, with the help of name, with the help of id, with the help of xpath, with the help of css, with the help of dom in the next video. And soon we are I'm going to launch a video where we will learn most major options, major methods which is there in the Selenium, which we use mostly, like type, select, all those, and more on that. Right? Thanks. Thanks a lot.